Hey, Jeffy.
Hey, Jeffy.
Welcome to Hey Julie, aka Hey Jeffy, a podcast about Survivor 46, a show that has been on for 2 weeks. Danielle,
Yeah.
here we are. We're back.
We're back. We suffered some setbacks, some
You suffered
huge setbacks. Yeah,
in
exactly.
your
I got
physical
sick.
health.
I got sick. I was too sick to pod. Can you imagine a worse fate than being too sick to pod? But now I'm feeling so better. I'm so back. And I also was in Cancun, which was fab. I stayed at an all-inclusive, FYI. Remember those?
Tell us about it.
It was good. I mean, listen, if you have a toddler, the great thing is like it's just unlimited juice. So even if she spills a whole cup, doesn't matter. You go get another. You don't have to pay for it. You already paid for it. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she should spill a bunch of, like, probably
She is
every
now in
other one. She
rehab.
should just pour out and
Yeah.
stare at the waiters in the face. Like, you can do nothing. You can do nothing about this.
She's in rehab. We had to cut her off from all the
Oh,
juice
wow.
she was
Oh,
consuming.
speaking of rehab,
Yeah.
sidetrack, saw a trailer for the Amy Winehouse biopic,
I haven't seen the
which
trailer. I've only seen the pics.
ends with the spoilers for the end of the Amy Winehouse movie. She dies, and then the camera pans up and zooms across the pond, and then it's like a satellite view, and then it zooms down
Into a
on
pool.
a train from Penn Station
Oh.
out to somewhere in Long Island, and Danielle and Brett are sitting on a LIRR train on Twitter, respectively, and we're like, "Oh wow, Amy Winehouse just died."
And then we get to the pool party,
Credits.
and they put Amy Winehouse on at the pool party, and everyone goes, "Too soon, too soon, too soon." That is what really happened.
Did that happen? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about that part. All I remember is sharing a look with my good friend Danielle.
Did we meet on that?
train.
No, we met
No,
before
we didn't
that
meet
train
on
ride,
that
right?
train. We were fucking friends already. Jesus.
Our origin story.
It feels like it was the beginning of our friendship, though.
Yeah.
It really solidified it. The other thing I need to mention about the Amy Winehouse movie, we'll talk about Survivor.
Yes.
It is starring my girl, the woman who plays Yasmin in Industry, my favorite television show.
Great. The woman who plays Yasmin in Industry.
I don't even
What's
know the
her
actress's name. I don't know. Amy, Yasmin. She lives in her characters. It actually looks quite awful. She looks bad in it. Like it looks like a 30 Rock like fake movie with Jenna Maroney is like gonna pop up in it.
As a society, we don't want this movie. We don't want it.
No.
We all agreed, actually. We're such a divided culture and a divided people. But one thing we all agreed on is when they sent out the survey and said, "Would you like to see a biopic of Amy Winehouse?" We all said no.
Do you want to see this poor woman drink herself to death?
Yeah, and I already saw the doc. I saw the doc, right? I've seen it.
Yeah, I haven't
was
seen
alive
it
when she died.
Yeah.
I'm good.
We're old, but we're not that old, and she died when we were adults.
Yeah. I remember very clearly, like Brett said, and it's sort of it's not as bad yet, but it's sort of like Marilyn Monroe. It's like, yeah, we know she was special. Let's leave her alone. Can we leave her alone now?
Get Yasmin out of this.
Poor Yasmin. What a miss for her career. I know we're going to talk about Survivor.
She must have thought it was a great idea. You're going to be starring as Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, I guess. We have to go on a little Danny's heat check of all the stars, the hits and flops of Hollywood recently, because we haven't talked in so long.
Okay.
There's only one rising star, maybe two rising stars in Hollywood that everyone is talking about. One is a beautiful buxom blonde, Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney is such a star. She is a star. I haven't even seen anyone but you. But when you're getting think pieces written about you, you're a star.
Danielle.
Yeah.
Who lives on the fucking Euphoria penthouse on this show? Me. Yeah. I've been talking about Sydney Sweeney and Jaika Belordi and Zendaya and who else? Angus Cloud, R.I.P. Where's the Angus Cloud movie biopic?
Yeah.
For years on this podcast. I know about Sydney Sweeney. None of you know about Sydney Sweeney. I know about Sydney. Hunter Schafer. I know about all the stars of Euphoria. Euphoria is the launch. Euphoria is Freaks and Geeks for a new generation. Everyone on Freaks and Geeks is famous now. Seth Rogen, Linda Cardellina, the
Great example.
the very pretty actress, Busy Phillips.
Yeah.
James Franco. Euphoria, everyone's famous now. They can't go back to Euphoria.
It's like the Mickey Mouse
small
Club.
Potatoes. Oh, yeah.
No, they can't.
Gosling,
they can't.
Spears.
They don't want to go back to that.
Timberlake.
Sydney Sweeney was in the biggest rom-com since like the 90s, Anyone But You, co-starring Glenn Powell, who I also think is a big star.
Haven't seen it.
Who's going to be in Twisters. We all know. We love.
Oh, we'll be there for that.
But she hosted SNL, and then she's in this horror movie called Immaculate, where she plays a nun who I'm guessing gets knocked up. I mean, sign me up. It's like it's like we're watching Entourage, and Sydney Sweeney is Vince. Like she's just got hit after hit coming. She's on the biggest meteoric ride.
And she was in Madame Web. She was in a big superhero flop, just like Vince was Aquaman. Was an Aquaman a flop in the show, or was it a hit?
And James Cameron directed it, right? Wasn't it a hit?
James Cameron directed Madame Web. I don't remember Entourage. I should check in with one of my friends as an Entourage expert.
I don't remember either, but the other thing, okay, let's talk really quickly about Dakota Johnson just before we get into Survivor. Dakota Johnson had like a very memorable press tour for Madame Web, which, you know, came and went as a film, even though people tell me I'd love it. Where she was displayed the most Nepo baby of Nepo babies, like abilities. She is the ultimate Nepo baby, and I love her. I don't care that she's a Nepo baby. She is in the worst of the worst stuff. Her only good credit is 2 scenes in The Social Network, or maybe 1 scene.
One scene. She was great in that scene. You're like, oh my god. Her and Rooney, my girl Rooney Mara.
Well, obviously Rooney.
One scene in Social Network, divulging careers.
Yes.
Dakota Johnson probably more famous, but like less good work. And Rooney, she's married to Phoenix.
Joaquin,
What's his name? Yeah. Joaquin Phoenix. My guy. She's doing weird stuff. She's always playing a nun or some sort of like.
She can do whatever she wants. She's the heir to the giant's fortune.
Yeah.
Dakota, that's what's funny though. Dakota can also clearly do whatever she wants, and she can say whatever she wants. That's what I love. Yeah. Is like, this is a true Nepo baby where they're like, you like this movie that you're promoting? She's like, not really. I don't. And I don't think people should see it. And you know what? She's still going to work after that. That is the true Nepo baby privilege. And I even think she's a pretty fun actress, even though she exclusively stars in slop. But that's just her. That is true privilege. And you know what? I stand her for it.
She needs to be in White Lotus.
Yeah, she'd be great in a white. Well, who wouldn't be good in White Lotus? Everyone would be good in White Lotus.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, everyone would be good in like in White Lotus. I was just thinking about like Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, he'd be good in it.
He probably would be good in it, but would he be like Woodburn Cockhouse, whatever the name he is in Phantom Thread?
Cockhouse. Woodcock Reynolds.
Woodcock Reynolds. Would he be like,
I like
can't have breakfast. Better. I cannot be disturbed during breakfast. Or would he be just like, would he be like a wacky dad character? Would he be like a Bryan Cranston, like Malcolm in the Middle dad?
I would love to see him do something like that. I don't know. We're gonna have to see season 3.
Okay. Speaking of islands, can we talk about Survivor? Big question for you. I was gonna do a mean joke on you. How many episodes of Survivor 46 have you seen, Danielle?
Season 46 of Survivor has had 2 episodes so far.
Yes.
I have watched 2 of those 2 episodes.
Wow.
I even thought the second episode was really good.
So Jeff was out there before season 46 started doing his press, and two things happened. This was actually kind of buried. He did the Pod Has a Robcast, and he said that, like, which we need to talk about. He said that he doesn't like villains. By the way, I got a text from my entourage expert, Tessa, one of my best friends. She says that, first of all, thank you for asking. And second of all, it was a huge hit.
It was a hit.
It was
a
hit
career.
inside the show. Yeah, okay.
Wasn't it? It was like Queens Boulevard was the flop, right?
That was the launching point. That was the launching point. That was the gritty indie film.
Paul Thomas Anderson one, the PTA one.
I don't know. Anyways,
glad we got that.
He said that he said that, like, he wants everybody. He said the whole vibe of Survivor, like, everyone's like being nice and like apologizing to each other and like loving each other even to the end. He loves and he hates villains. And then he said also, by the way, the first half of the season is like pretty nutso gameplay and like quite ruthless.
Yeah, so I would say he's correct.
I don't know if he was lying though. Like, he might just be saying that to like get people to watch.
So far, one thing I did notice about Jeff is in like those little stitches he has to do where he's like, sick of sitting on the couch, come join Survivor. I feel like he's really phoning those in this season.
I'm sick of sitting on the couch. I don't necessarily want to be on Survivor though. Like, can I get up more? Can I move around more? Yeah. I actually have been, like, me and the boys were tossing the Nerf ball around in the park. We're doing it. We're the Nerf boys. And but do I want to? I think the first two episodes, I don't think we're gonna go beat by beat through the first two episodes. I kind of would like to go like person through person, and that's how we'll tell the story of the first two episodes. But I thought to answer Jeff's question, the tribal council that ended the first episode, there is a man who cannot be trusted, who fails at everything he does, gives up on everything he does, admits defeat on everything he does.
I loved him.
And he was amazing. R.I.P. Zelensky. And a woman who is going through clear, severe mental health crisis. Just like,
wait, who?
Jess.
Hold on. Let me look up Jess.
The woman she was voted out the next episode. But
and her trauma did not end that episode.
Like, it was similar to, remember, like, one season ago where there was just like two people in a row who were like, I don't want to be on the show anymore. This is awful. Yeah. Jess was basically there, but she was like she had enough self-respect to be like, well, I'm not going to just quit the show because I would rather be like napping and having grapes fed to me like everyone would. But she was like clearly going through something, right? She was like, I can't formulate words right now. I am so hungry and tired that I actually can't even go to sleep. She was really going through something. And even in her exit interviews after she was ordered out week 2 or episode 2, she was saying like the headline on EW is like, Jess from Survivor, every moment on this show was torture. Like, yeah. But we had to choose between a guy who was kind of untrustworthy and a woman who was dying.
Yeah.
And they were like, we got to keep the woman who's dying. Like, that's the show. That's what the show is all about. And that's probably the correct decision, is keep the woman who like probably should be in a hospital right now. And that's what's great about the show when it works.
Yeah. I thought the first episode was really boring. And I was like, I mean, Brett, you were right to think Danny might give up after that first episode, because it was very hard to watch. It was so long. Honestly, none of the characters jumped out that much to me as like interesting, except for Banu was fun.
We love Banu. We love Banu on the show.
Banu is fun. And then I do love that her name is Soda. I do love that. Billy likes to drink soda. I love it. And then the girl, is it Liz who sold several companies and is a millionaire?
Liz.
Okay.
Liz, Brett. I don't know why anyone, quote, I don't know why anyone would want to marry me.
What?
She says
What?
that in the episode.
She did?
Liz is divorced, and someone like at one point in one of the episodes, like, Liz, you single, whatever, and she's like, I'm divorced, and then she says, "quote I cannot imagine a person who would want to marry Liz." And I was like,
Yeah, she's a winner.
she's
She's like a
35 years.
stand-up.
She's 35 years old. She appears to be wealthier than I am,
Yeah,
but
she
she and
sold
I are on
several
the same
companies.
page romantically. Like,
Yeah,
listen, I'm a bit of a pill.
right.
And at this point, I'm kind of set in my ways, and I'm not seeing it for long-term companionship.
And that's how it is, and that's okay.
Thank you.
If it's okay. But yeah, after that first episode, I honestly loved Jelinski just because I was like,
Oh
I
yeah.
got major Safdie vibes.
Oh,
There was something very Safdian
oh yeah. It was
about
very.
Jelinski. I don't know if it was
It,
like the character from The Curse, or I don't know what it was. There was something about him where I was like, major Safdie, he needs to stick around.
speaking in third person constantly, and then being like,
Yeah.
I've never spoken in third person in my life, and I've been here for 3 days, and I only speak in third person now.
I thought he was very honest. He was very authentic. He was so open about like how much he sucked. Like when he was on the island and that the mother was like, just tell me the truth. Do you have the card or you don't? And he was like, all right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. Like, I like that. I don't know. I thought that. And then he went back to his tribe and was like, I just told you the truth, even though I lied at first. And they're all like, you idiot. I was like, I like that. I'm sorry. I like an honest person.
He wanted to be. You know what? Like, I think there's a way. Like, if we play this season of Survivor 20 times, I don't think he's the first one voted out every single time. I think there's ways where he gets into the game. I think that, you know what, like, there were 4 or 5 opportunities where he theoretically spiritually rolled the dice, and literally every single time it came up snake eyes. Like, he
Yeah.
just had a very unlucky, like, part of it was just like bad gameplay on his part. I'm not saying it was like he was absent of like agency in this. Like, he just made a bunch of bad moves a number of times in a row that showed the rest of the tribe that he was not really to be trusted, that he not even that he was backstabbing, but that he just like couldn't be trusted to just do the things he was going to say he was going to do. Like,
Right.
hey, I'm going to do this challenge where we do the buckets an hour, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to give it. Even if you fail, just
Yeah.
do the damn thing, and everyone's going to be like, well,
Mhm.
man, he really fucking tried though.
He tried.
He really
Yeah.
tried. He really gave it his all for us. The puzzle or whatever, he kind of gave up. This guy's horrible at stuff, and they're like, we should have the puzzle, the game at the end of that episode where they lost.
Uh-huh.
They have him and Jess doing the puzzle. The guy who says he can do stuff and always can't do stuff, and the woman who is like, I am
Having a
in mental health crisis right now.
Perfect. It was perfect casting.
I need an emergency medicine psychologist right now.
I liked Jess. I want to say I liked
Jess.
Jess. Jess is gone. She got voted out the second episode in a really, I found in a brutal way, considering how poorly she was doing and how nice she seemed. Like, poorly mentally, physically. Not only that, but like her entire team was in cahoots against her. They went through the trouble of creating a fake idol. And the embarrassment. I mean, she went out like, this is the most brutal going out I think I can remember in recent history.
And she
This is
knew it. And I
brutal.
wouldn't even say Q was like a particularly good liar about this. Like, I think
Right.
Q is an interesting player, and I think he's probably going to get deep into this game just because he's like kind of playing somewhat forcefully. And like, she even says, she's like, this isn't an idol. This literally looks like the garbage that they hang from our fucking water bottles that they give us, which is exactly what it was. It was the thing that was like hanging from Jelinski's canteen.
Do you think she just gave up and was
I guess I
like,
gotta do it. And she's
yeah,
like,
exactly.
she's like, I know, like, you're about to slam a giant pie in my face right now. It looks like you're holding a giant pie behind your back.
Right.
And I'm gonna walk and I'm gonna be like, hey, what's behind your back? Like,
She just did it anyway.
yeah. I
I
mean,
just thought
yeah,
that was
I like Jess.
brutal.
I think I would be her friend.
Yeah, Jess seems
IRL.
really nice and really cool, and this made the rest of the team seem really, really cutthroat, which I loved. So that was why I was sort of like, because Brett had sent me a text about like Jeff being like, no more villains. And of course, that sours me on Jeff. But I was like, well, this was very villainous what this whole team did. So if he doesn't consider, maybe he just considers this like really cutthroat. Because I know they're all going to have their little stories about like, here's why I'm actually a very rootable person. Here are
Yeah.
my struggles. Like they're all going to get those packages. Feels like a lot of them have gotten them already. Like we got Jess's, we got Venus's.
We got Dan's. We got Dan. Oh no, sorry, Ben. Ben, the little rocker boy.
Little rocker. Yes, yes, little rocker boy. That one was okay. Ben, I still don't really
He's like,
remember Ben.
he's like, I'm weird. It's like, yeah, you are.
Yeah. Here's who. Okay, I'm gonna go through who I'm like.
Okay.
I'm like, who? Okay, and the rest.
Oh my god, there are a lot of who's. There, it's like the Grinch out here. It's Whoville.
Like
this
some
season.
people stand out and some are who's. Okay, so Charlie Davis, he's on the.
Okay,
Charlie is on the green team. He's a who.
I need to talk about this.
Okay.
I'm like very at my limit with every piece of media now having to acknowledge Taylor Swift in any sort of way.
Oh my gosh.
In
Was that him?
In the hopes that like this is so. It is so cynical how they're doing this. It's like literally every single episode, they're like,
it's like SEO marketers took
like,
over the show.
No, it is. It literally is. Because it's like, well, if we like, I don't listen to her music because I'm a 36-year-old man. Like, and whatever. Like,
I'm 35.
I don't care about it I don't care about her music, like her celebrity, whatever. It sounds fine. Like celebrities exist. We just talked about Dakota Johnson for minutes. Like, but here's the thing. But yeah, to your point, it's like this SEO marketing thing of like, if we say her name enough in an episode, maybe we can get this, and CBS knows this because of what happened with the NFL season that just finished. Maybe a bunch of Taylor Swift fans can start rooting for him in the same way Taylor Swift fans all of a sudden flocked to the Kansas City Chiefs and to Travis Kelce because of this dating thing going on. We can create this second narrative around the show that's going to pull in all of these casual fans around the internet, on TikTok, on Instagram, on whatever, who just want to see anything that just mentions her name. So if we have a guy mention her in a diary room, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
JR Jungle Room. I don't know. Like, if you want to have a guy mention her every episode for like SEO purposes, and then maybe all the Taylor fans are going to flock to him and root for him. It's cynical. It's cheap.
It's so
like
cynical.
That's the thing that bothers me about it, is like, she has nothing to fucking do with this. She's not dating Charlie Davis, 25, law student from Boston. Like, he's just mentioning her because you, the producers, the editors of the show, want to pull in this other fan base because you just saw it happen with NFL. It's cheap. Yeah. You'll lose us.
Yeah, it sucks. It's just so transparent. It's like, okay, even if not like the grand plan of her date, obviously her dating this person or whatever, or even like tweeting about it. But it's the idea of like, oh, look at all this earned media we're going to get, because they know that people need to write about Taylor Swift, back to the SEO thing, to get like clicks on their EW weekly like article about Survivor or whatever it is. Or like you said, the like social media aspect of it all, of like, that's the clip that will go viral in certain circles because it mentions Taylor Swift. It's just like, it's
let's
like
say,
come on.
Yeah, let's say the green team loses and they go to tribal next week or whatever, and it's like Charlie narrowly escapes. It's like maybe a 4-2 vote or whatever, and someone else. It's like Taylor Swift fan narrowly escapes being voted off on Survivor. Like, that's going to be 1,400 headlines the next day because everyone's trying to aggregate it and get the clicks and stuff. Yeah. That's what's cheap about it. Like, you're a fan? Cool. Lots of people are fans. Many people are fans. More people are fans than me. Like, I'm not going to like shit on the fandom. Like, cool. clearly something is like really connecting about the music. Like, not my
No, we're
time
not
for
shitting on
music.
that. We're shitting on the very clearly like evil corporate forces who are just trying to make something out of nothing. And we're not shitting on Charlie either. I didn't even remember it was him. He's still a big nothing to me.
Who?
Yeah, he's a who. He's a who.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cindy
Let's
Lou Who.
okay. Jess is a star. Q is a star.
Jess, who just was voted out?
Yeah, she was a star. She was very noticeable. She got a lot of screen time.
Okay, yeah.
Tevin so far is a star because he like calls people out.
I'm sorry. I am sorry, Tevin. I hope you're amazing. I hope you're an amazing actor. I hope Tevin plays Tevye in Fiddler on the Roof. But when any sort of person who is not an actor is like, as an actor, I'm like,
I didn't even.
Here's the deal. I know that's his thing. It's like Tevin actor. That's his like byline or whatever. He said, as an actor, I'm gonna perform this. I'm gonna do that.
Right.
I'm sorry, Tevin, but you're not an actor. You know why? Because you're on Survivor right now.
Yeah.
You're not on The Great White Way. You're
not Mike White.
USA. Characters welcome.
Maybe he's a stage actor.
Kim Cattrall was on Survivor, it would be like, whoa, an actor is on Survivor.
I would love Kim Cattrall. Great example of a true actor, Brett.
If an actor was, if like Sydney Sweeney, whoa, an actress is on, real actor, she would never do it. Anyone who's an actual actor would never do it. And now Tevin Davis from Richmond, Virginia, hotbed of theater and film. So I'm just sorry. Like,
well,
we love the performing arts here. Yeah, I mean,
we're patrons.
I don't see it with it. I don't see. He's a great character. Like, I'm just loving the energy that he's bringing.
Yeah,
but also like every single person has clocked him as being like the same way that on the Purple Tribe with Kenzie, everyone's like, wow, what a social player that everybody loves. We should probably get them out soon. Maybe not today, but soon. So can he survive that? I don't know. But the fact that so early in the game, everyone's like, wow, what a talented social player. Can't be good. He's
an enjoy it while you can player for me. But so I do enjoy him. Tiffany is a who. Tiffany's who? Tiffany's who? She's on the purple team.
Yeah, she had a good moment, kind of like getting upset and then crying and being like, I don't want to be kind of perceived though. It was a good moment.
I guess, but I don't remember it. She's a who. Sorry. Mariah is a who.
Oh my God. Okay. Well,
Mariah's a Brady All-Star.
Mariah's a Brady All-Star. Absolutely.
She's like, I mean, she is. I couldn't tell between Kenzie, Liz, and Mariah. I really don't know who's who. I have to go by personalities because by visual, I'm not sure.
These are all Brady All-Stars.
Yeah.
Mariah and Liz, who are literally the same exact person, like a nerdy redheaded girl with giant glasses and a speech impediment.
Why couldn't they have told one of them to take off their glasses? Like one of them, just one.
When they're both selected as the non-participant in the and they're like, hey, hi,
that was great.
Do you like knitting? Yeah, me too.
That was perfect.
And they're like, they're God bless them. I will say I'm more of a Mariah head than a Liz boy.
A Liz Lemon.
Yeah. Liz Lemon. Yeah. Liz is something about Liz is like quite like disgusting to me. Like, I just don't like her. I don't like her energy. She sucks. She's like, I'm allergic to anything. I can't eat coconuts. It's like, then why'd you come on this show? This is a show where you can literally only eat coconuts for a month. Like, bad idea. Try The Amazing Race. Try Big Brother. Like, they'll accommodate you if like on Big Brother. Like, oh, we'll get the gluten-free cereal from the Trader Joe's down the street in fucking Studio City. Like, maybe this is the wrong show for you. God bless her, but like
Liz is a star. First of all, she's a star, and she is the Emily, I believe, of this season. Where the first couple of episodes, Emily from the last
Well,
one, who's
Emily
the
Flippin. Oh yeah. Oh
financial
yeah. No, yeah.
analyst.
Liz wishes she could be
No,
Emily.
Liz is. She's gonna be the first couple episodes. You're like, who the hell is this girl? She's a weirdo. She is not good vibes. And then she's gonna have an arc to grow on you.
Do you even remember Survivor 45?
No.
Yeah.
I'm happy to report I do not.
Well, let me give you a flashback.
Okay.
They're still on the barge.
Yeah.
And Jeff is doing the, hey, welcome. You guys are pretty excited, right? Well, your life's about to suck. And Bruce is there, returner
Yeah. Oh,
Bruce
I
from
remember
his
this. Yeah.
fucking head concussion.
I
And
actually do remember this.
Jeff is like, Emily, what do you think about there being a returner this season? And Emily's like, fuck Bruce.
Yeah.
Bruce
Yeah.
sucks. I'm coming after his ass. Oh, oh, oh. Emily fucking shot out of the cannon on fire. Liz is like, I forgot to bring my crochet.
No, Liz is doing it in an
I forgot to
HR
bring my
way.
EpiPen. Oh
No. Because Liz is the marketer, right? She's the one who sold her company.
Yeah, she's the millionaire. She's the unmarried.
She's doing it in an HR approved
millionaire.
way. I'm telling you, she's evil in an HR way at first, but she's gonna have character growth. But she is a star for sure. Okay, Maria is like kind of in between. She is noticeable because she probably only to me because she was like, I've had all these kids and I did it at home and didn't use any drugs. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, you're stronger and better than all of us.
I hear it. And then she's the one who tricked, or she didn't even trick. She just outright told Jelinski, like, tell me the truth. And he did. So she's kind of a little higher profile to me, but I don't like or dislike her yet. Right.
She used the Dune voice.
Yeah. Banu, star, obviously.
Banu. What a fucking loose cannon. What a loose cannon.
Where did he say do you remember where he said he was from?
He's from
I eat ants.
He said he lived in India until he was like 18 or 19 or whatever, but he's from Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. He said we eat ants back home. That's why I ask.
Well, he said he lived in a hut until he was like 18.
Okay, got it.
But he he's an IT quality analyst. He lives in Massachusetts. I'm sure he does very well for himself.
Oh, for sure.
Now, but like, I love him because he's like such a positive guy, but like anything goes wrong and he is like on the verge of tears, like giving this crazy speech when he's like, there are 5 of us, but 5 yet makes a fist, and a fist can punch through a wall. And I'm like, this guy is amazing. He is such a loose cannon. And he's like 2 tribal councils in a row. Jeff is like, are you just gonna like say like your entire plan? And even Q has to lecture him in the tribal council, like, stop saying stuff because you're gonna be like giving up strategy. I love Banu. Like, I think we're getting to a point where nobody can trust him, and we're only in episode 3.
Enjoy him while he's here.
I hope exactly. Enjoy it while it lasts. I love him. He's great.
Jamila Jem is a who.
Who? That's a Brady All-Star.
Yeah, she's a Brady All-Star. Ben, oh yeah, Jelinski and Ben are who. Well, Jelinski was a total star, but he's gone. Ben is a who. Hunter? Who?
Ben is annoying. Hunter, yeah, he'll probably do all right.
I've never heard of Hunter. Randon, more like random. Never heard of him.
Randon is a fucking true Milford man. A true Milford man who knows that he should neither be seen nor heard.
Yeah.
Again, I think he's a Brady All-Star, and that I think he's gonna go far in the game because literally people are gonna be like, what? Who is this person?
100%. Speaking of Dune, Tim Spicer, but it's still a who.
I'm kind of liking Tim. I
don't remember him in any moment so far.
He's kind of like a bit abrasive, and he's kind of like not liking the vibes in the Green Tribe. He's like trying to get people out, but he seems like he kind of senses that it's a girls versus guys thing, but Charlie's kind of like riding the line there. The Green team, the dynamics in all the tribes is interesting. We just don't get to see much of them because we spend quite a long time with the Purple Tribe. Okay, can we press pause for a second?
Yes.
I need to talk about something.
Okay.
2 hours. 2 hours, and each episode has been 2 hours long. It's been a feature length thing. I sit down at 8:15 to watch this show and speed through the commercials, finish up by 9:30. I'm old. I can't get to 10 p.m. anymore. I just can't do it.
I don't want
What
to.
are we doing with 2 hour? Okay, 60 minutes, maybe a little bit too short, leaves you wanting more. 90 minutes leaves you full. 90 minutes leaves you full. 2 hours, what are we doing? Both times, the first episode, I had no idea it was 2 hours. I sat down and I was like, whoa, I literally sat down, I started watching it, and I saw it was 2 hours, and I immediately stopped. I didn't even watch half of it. I didn't even watch 30 minutes of it. I immediately stopped and said, I can't do this tonight.
Are they all going to be 2 hours long?
I don't know, because I thought it was going to be 90. So I figured, okay, maybe that's the premiere, finale. Premiere, finale is going to be 2 or 3 hours, whatever. The other episodes, I think they're committed to the 90-minute thing. I sit down for episode 2. 2 hours again, and I had to do like 75 and then 45 on it.
Yeah.
I can't watch 2 hours of this every night. Like, isn't this what Elsabeth is for? Like, where's Elsabeth?
Yeah. By the way,
where's Blue Bloods? Where's East New York?
Yeah, where is East New York? Elsbeth
Welcome to East New York.
The actress is the woman in The Leftovers. Or sorry, The Holdovers. Sorry. The Holdovers. The Holdovers.
Who plays like the
Paul Giamatti crush.
Yeah. Okay.
She's so good in that too. See, after seeing her in that movie, aren't you like, yeah, she deserves her own show. She's so cute.
Oh yeah. No, but
she's Elsbeth.
Are you getting where I ask you this every time we do Survivor. What like network does Survivor air on?
It's on Global in Canada.
So do you get like other CBS ads? Do you get like CBS ads?
No, it's a mishmash because that's the way it works here. So
they're going hard on Elsabeth. In the episodes, when like they're doing a promo for something and it like pops up and like from the bottom of the screen and it's like a funny little animation. Watch on YouTube. On us. Elsabeth like pops up and she like interacts with the little CBS eye logo and she's like, like does funny faces and stuff. There is a lot of Elsabeth.
They're putting a lot behind her. Good. She's getting a little budget.
Good for her. Yeah. All right. Well,
they said, what else we got? Nothing. Spend it all on Elsbeth.
And 2 hours of Survivor. What are we doing?
Well, so I watch it on Global and it's only an hour 23 because it's like I watch it the next day. So they cut out all the commercials.
Without commercials. Yeah. And I don't watch it with commercials, but still an hour 23 is a lot. That's
still so long. I have to multitask while I do it. Like I have to clean my house because like otherwise, what am I going to do? I can't just sit and watch this shit. First of all, and now this is on a more macro level about Survivor since it seems we've gone there. We're skipping. We didn't even talk about soda, but I do want to say
drinking some soda right now.
I do want to say, I think these competitions aren't that exciting.
They're too hard.
I just don't. They're too hard. They're too long. They're too like, it's too much. There's too many parts to them. It's like, just when you think it's done, they are like, and now you solve the puzzle and now you do the riddle and now you have to do this. Like, I don't even watch them. I'm sorry. They
need like other team based. Like I think they need to find a team thing that's like not a obstacle course.
They literally look long. And by that, I mean, it looks like it's just such a large amount of space filled up with props. And I just don't find it interesting.
Where do you get 3 500-pound geckos?
Oh, this was another question I was wondering. Jeff lives in Fiji, right? He like has a house there.
I'm sure he has a semi-permanent
residence
situation. I mean, maybe that's especially because now they just shoot it on the same beach every year.
Right.
So they'll go around. Yeah, I imagine he's
live there.
Yeah, I imagine he has a second house.
It's too much of a pain to go back and forth. He's got to just
imagine
live
he has a house with like a bat cave situation where he can like go into a room and he can like turn on all these cameras and like watch all the dailies from the show.
Yeah. I imagine. Yeah. I was just making sure because I was thinking, wow, what a long flight. Maybe because I had just taken a long flight. I was like, that's a lot to go back
He
and
probably
forth.
flies private.
Oh yeah, he's flying on the
Private LA,
CBS jet, except for when Elizabeth needs the jet. Then they
the
say,
Les
"Sorry, Jeff."
Moon jet.
Yeah. Okay, wait, let's go through the last couple of little
Okay.
people. So Soda Thompson, Soda and Venus are stars. They're on the
I
same
like
team.
them. Yeah, I like them a lot. We gotta talk about
Go
Venus.
ahead,
We
Brett.
gotta talk about Venus.
Brett has to go into perv mode for a second.
She's beautiful. She's
I'm your
smart.
Venus.
She sticks up for her. She sticks for herself.
Yeah,
Venus is a star.
she is a star.
We're Venus pilled.
And they knew. I totally agree.
She's like Sydney Sweeney. Like everyone,
But brunette.
everyone misunderstands her and thinks of
Yeah.
her as like they put her in a box because she's beautiful. But
Yeah.
she's actually more complicated than that.
And she's Canadian.
And she's from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, she is fab. I think she's great. And the producers of the show clearly are they got a little something for Venus too, because they kept in all these clips of people being like, Venus is mini Parvati. She's new Parvati. Like, you don't keep clips of people saying, like, invoking a legend's name like that without knowing that there's some like good juice to come. So Venus has already had like some amusing moments. Basically, she feels like her team doesn't like her. They think that she's just too beautiful to ever have problems. I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. But they did include this like clip of her when her team wins immunity.
This was great.
She goes for the immunity idol, and Soda always takes it away from her. And she was like, it really hurts my feelings when she does that. How can you be the person who always tries to hold the idol? Which was so funny because she herself is the person who's always trying to get the idol. So I was like, yes.
Well, Jeff hands it to her because she's always standing front center.
Because she's little. She's just little. She's got to be out front.
Well, she's a star.
She's petite. Yeah. And she's a star.
Yeah, you're going to put her behind Randon?
So Jeff hands it to her, but then Soda yanks it away. And like, you can see on Venus's face, she's upset. She is not. She doesn't
and the
think
second
it's funny.
time, she holds it.
Yeah. Like, this is my favorite moment so far.
This is great.
It's good TV.
And the fact that they had the receipts, that she's describing it, and the editors are like, on it, black and white mode, show it. It was great.
It was so good. So big fan of both of them. Love them on the same team. Can't wait for like some more fireworks. Then Kenzie is a star.
Oh yeah.
She's a star in that everyone says that she's so great. So like clearly she has a high profile. I don't have any beef against her, but she hasn't given me a moment like Soda and Venus yet. So, but she is a star. She's known. And then obviously we already talked about Liz. Liz is a star.
What about when she cried and her eyes turned the color of the Fremen on Arrakis? They turned deep blue. Her eyes. She was on the spice.
I don't remember this at all.
She started crying and she like talks to the producer. She's like, "Are my eyes really blue right now?" And the producer's like, "Yeah." She's like, "That happens. My eyes get more beautiful when I cry."
Oh, I don't remember this. I must have been Windexing.
I drank the water of life. She was like,
and they were her tears. Wow. Yeah. No beef with her. It's a decent cast. I would say after the second episode, I'm a lot more bullish.
We haven't mentioned Q really.
Oh, didn't we?
I think I talked about him a little bit, but you didn't say if he was a who or not.
I think Q jumped a little out of who. Q is not a who because of the blind side against Jess, because of the fake idol. He jumped up there because of that.
He's playing the game. He's playing the game. My personal belief is that people who are who's at the beginning of the game are usually the winners.
Yeah.
I kind of got my money on Randon. Randon is the most like,
oh my gosh. And
are you there? And what's your name?
No.
That's yeah.
They were like, when Randon was born, his mom asked the dad, like, "Oh my gosh, what should we name our baby?" And he was like, the dad was busy. He was like, "I don't know, something random." And she misheard him and she just named him Randon. And that's just been his life. His whole life, people have forgotten they're like, "Oh yeah, that guy, he's so random, but he's there."
He's like,
So
it's Randon. I'm standing
Randon.
right here.
It's like Brandon, but no B. I think that's what
Let's
they
go,
went for.
Let's go, Randon. Okay.
Let's go, Randon. Thank you. Like that's Brett. That's it. That's Survivor, right, Brett?
Yeah, no, we can do stupid stuff though.
Well, I don't have that much stupid stuff to talk about, but I just wanted to make sure because it was 4 hours worth of Survivor we had to discuss. I wanted to make sure we got it all in there. I saw Poor Things.
What did you think?
I
Did
thought
you
it
go
was
with your
great.
parents? Did you go with your mom?
No, I watched it
Okay.
home because it's now available on Disney Plus to stream for free.
It's on Disney Plus?
Yes.
Is it on Disney Plus in the States?
I think it is because it's on Hulu.
I joke because like I see people like joking about like seeing that movie with their parents because of the ludicrous amount of nudity and sex in that movie.
Well, that's the thing. I thought it was great, and it's like clearly a really well done movie. She's great. Everyone in it's great. It's a beautifully done film. But I was also like, damn, who the hell? Like, I think it's great that this movie got made. Who the hell was the audience for this movie? Like, when you talk about Taylor Swift, like Taylor Swift fans, like, yeah, I don't know who's gonna watch this because like it's so sexual for the usual like old people who love Oscar bait. So I feel like it would turn them off. It's also so sexual, which we all know, like young people now are prudes and they can't handle it. So really, it's only a movie for coastal elites, coastal elite 35 and 36-year-olds like me and Brett.
Or no, Danny, you and me are the last horny people left.
Alive. You know that movie Only Lovers Left Alive, starring Tom Hiddleston and Tilda Swinton? We're the only horny people left alive. That movie was for us.
Everyone older than us is a prude because they're old, and everyone younger than us is a prude because there's asexual Zoomers.
They just haven't had the experience yet. They're like Bella Baxter before she starts masturbating. But I thought it was great. I think she's beautiful. She's so good.
Yeah, I loved it. I love the energy of it. I just love the weirdness of it. I just love the design of the film and the music.
I will say it was a bit long. The third act, I was like, snip, snip. We didn't need this actually. But
let's get out of
I understand why they did it. I understand why they did it. It's all earned. Good for her. Give her the Oscar. What can I say?
No, we're giving Lily the Oscars tomorrow.
But I haven't seen that one yet, so I don't know.
Okay, so you can't say.
That one's even longer. How am I gonna freaking?
Oh, it's longer. Yeah, it's longer. And there's considerable less nudity and less sex in Killers of the Flower Moon.
It's gonna be tough. More How many hours do these studio execs think I have in a day?
Yeah, it's like we got 4 hours of Survivor on one hand. We got all these 3-hour-long movies about men blowing shit up, ruining lives on the other side. Get out of here. Speaking of men making long movies, here we go. I teased it with Kenzie. I went to Universal City Walk to see one of the 12 IMAX, like true IMAX film prints of Dune 2. Keep Duning. That movie rips. I like Dune 1 a lot, but I only saw it in my home because it came out during the pandemic. They put it up on... Sorry, everything started ringing. Apologize. People started calling my phone. And where was I?
You went and
seeing this one in theaters. Holy shit. The movie is loud. The movie is big. People jumping around. Austin Butler's bald in it. He's got a knife, killing people. This movie.
All my favorite young hotties are in this movie.
Yeah.
Is Anya Taylor-Joy even in it?
Do you want to know?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I love Anya Taylor-Joy. I love Austin Butler.
It was kind of spoiled. I'll just say Anya Taylor-Joy is in the movie for... If you really want the true spoilers, Anya Taylor-Joy is in this movie for approximately 11 seconds. Of a 2-hour 48 movie. I think she's going to be in the third one a bit.
Oh, right. Which was with my follow-up. How many more are there going to be?
I think one. I mean, I don't know. Like, I haven't read the books, and there's like dozens of books, but I think there's probably only going to be 3 of this. Pew Flo Pew. Hey Julie favorite. My one casting thing that I kind of bumped up against is Christopher Walken's in this movie. And everyone's like at 12 in this movie. Everyone is like, for Arrakis, the spice, Lisan Al-Deeb, the worm. You must ride the worm. I need some fucking water of life.
Yeah, too much sand. You're in the sand, dude.
Everyone's like at 12 in this movie and excellent. Everyone.
Yeah.
Javier, Josh Brolin,
Léa Seydoux.
Léa Seydoux drops in.
Becky Ferg.
Léa Seydoux too. And Christopher Walken's in it for like handful of scenes, and he's just like he's old. He's like really old now. He's like 80. He's really old. Mid-80s. And he's really old. And he still's like doing Christopher Walken stuff. And like everyone's doing this like really, really high-minded, like almost Shakespearean like devotion to like world building. And he's like, you gotta have the spice. And people were laughing. I was just like, it took me out of it. Like everyone was kind of just laughing at it, and it's like I don't know. Like, I'm not going to recommend who should have done it, but I don't know. Like, get somebody. Bobby De Niro.
Sure. I haven't seen Dune 1. I don't know if I'm going to see Dune 2, even though it has all my little favorite hotties in it, except for Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell. but I do love the press tour because of the fashion, and I love the press tour because of Denis Villeneuve saying things like, I don't care if anyone sees this film. I made this film for one person, me. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, he's been good. He's like, I don't care about words.
I don't care about words. I love that. He's like, if I could make it a silent film, I would. I'm like, please do. I agree. Less yapping. I would love less yapping in Survivor. Less challenges and yapping. So I think he's onto something. I think he's got the finger on the pulse.
Yeah.
I do want to say, just because I know a lot of our listeners also watch The Traitors, I watch The Traitors too.
Oh, yeah.
And here's what I took from The Traitors. So the winners, I know you don't care, Brett, so I can say it's not really a spoiler. It happened on Friday or Thursday. Trishelle and CT from the challenge won. And they did so in a very funny way because it was like at the end there were 3 faithfuls, like no traitors were left, but they had the option of like either voting someone else out and splitting 200K, or they could all 3 split 200K. And the TV from the challenge were like, no, let's vote out. We think there might be another traitor here. Let's vote someone else out. So this other lady who is completely like not a traitor also gets voted out, and she doesn't get a piece of the prize. It was very funny how they did it. And I have to say, Danny's got a new crush. CT is hot. He's a hot guy. And I saw all these tweets about how, like, if you got your first taste of CT from The Traitors, you need to go watch. People have been begging. There's 2 things people who listen to our podcast want us to do, Brett. They want us to do a Wonka cast, and they want us to watch.
Oh my God. we should do Wonka cast, and we should do half Wonka, the movie, and half AI Wonka.
Wonka the experience.
Yeah.
But
oh no, it's the unknown. I was fucking obsessed with AI Wonka the last week.
It was like fun. It was like all we wanted was some fun.
It was like the submarine.
But I just have to say, people should have just sent me pics of CT and his like clips of his journey through the years, because my interest is peaked in watching the challenge just for like CT's journey, because what an interesting man. There's more to this person, I'm sure. So thank you all. Thank you all for sending us those recommendations throughout the years.
Yeah, they want us to watch other reality shows, and we're like, no.
And
they
now
want
the
me to watch
is
the Traitors.
over.
Like we didn't even cover the Traitors because I didn't watch the Traitors.
I know. I liked it. I thought it was really fun. It's really well done.
It's a hit. People love it. Traitors is like a big. It's like a big hit reality show now. Like the Traitors is never going away.
And it's so funny because it's on Peacock.
I have to explain like who Dr. Will and like who Sandra and who James Isling are to people who, like, in my life, people bring up the Traitors not knowing my secret identity as a famous Survivor and Big Brother podcaster.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah,
You're
actually, I can talk at length about who Parvati is and like why she's important. And they're like, oh, she's just like this woman on the show that I like. And I'm like, yeah, this season of The Traitors actually has a bunch of like super heavy hitter Survivor and Big Brother players who don't do this shit anymore. They're not like these like the challenge people who like their job is person on the challenge, and it's like they clock in, they clock out. That's their job. Dan Giesling's like got a life. He's got a job. I don't know. Was Dr. Will on the season of The Traitors?
He just hosted like a little challenge.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But like Will's nip tucking in Miami Beach somewhere.
Oh,
like, he doesn't do this shit. He's not like one of these like MTV freaks who's like,
he takes a free trip to Scotland. Sure. He'll take the free trip. But he's got to be back in Miami in a week.
I'm eating haggis
7 days
with Alan Cumming.
Alan Cumming is amazing. He's so good. How is someone so talented? We've already talked about it. He's in Cabaret. We know. We love him.
No, so I heard that he did a one-man Macbeth where he played all the characters.
Oh my God.
I
bet it was great. Some people are just supernovas, they're just like talent. There's no limit to their talent, and that's Alan Cumming, who is also on The Good Wife.
Oh,
so maybe he'll take
Elizabeth.
Yeah, maybe he'll have a cameo on Elizabeth. Guys, I don't think we really have any questions or comments, do we? Because we were gone. People didn't know.
Yeah. Well, there was yeah.
We already did the Dune takes. And people and Bad Hot wanted to know if we're hiding Kate Middleton. I don't know, guys.
So she's just gone?
No, she's back. She's been seen. My whole thing is like, and I really only sort of like heard about that this was a thing in this past week, which I think is what happened with a lot of people. I haven't been like stewing in my room wondering where she is. My whole thing is like, they said that she was hospitalized for some sort of surgery. When it's like a health related thing, I'm actually like not super interested in adding fuel to the fire. And people are saying, no, the health related thing is like a cover. But even if it is, I'd rather wait till that's confirmed to even, I'm like, if it's really just that this lady is sick, I'd rather not, like I'd rather just leave her alone.
Yeah. I don't care. I found out about it because like, you know how Twitter X is like, hey, this thing is trending with this other thing and they're related somehow. But that's like some sort of algorithm math, and it's not happening because it was like Kate Middleton is trending with Scottish Wonka. And I'm like, what? Right. And then I have to dive into it, and it's like Scottish Wonka is trending, and then Kate Middleton is trending, but people are making jokes that she's in it. And that's why the computer thinks that these things are trending together. And then you have to learn, oh no, she's like sick or something like that. And isn't the king dead too? Is he dying as well? He's king for like a minute. He's got
cancer.
They shouldn't even print money with his face on it. Like,
I know. No, it's not. I don't care. Good.
I'm American. I'm not a subject.
I know.
Like you.
Well, in the Commonwealth,
I don't care. I don't care. Whatever. Also, like, you guys, like, my opinion is you guys get paid a lot of money to go out there and just like shake a few hands and cut some yellow ribbons at some like, oh, we're building a new hospital here. We're building a new bridge here. Like, pretty easy job. I know you're sick of it. Pretty easy job.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll be a royal.
Whoa. I'll do a podcast. Brett is stepping up.
I'll do a podcast with Markle for sure. I will. If I was a royal and I was paid royal money, I would watch The Traitors and do a podcast about it.
There you go. So there you go, everyone. That's all we need is to get Brett that crown, and then we'll have it. We'll finally have his take on The Traitors. Thank you all so much for listening.
Are we going to podcast next week? Like we literally have done. This is our second podcast of 2024, the year of our Lord.
Is it really?
Yeah, because we did tops and flops like on like New Year's Day.
Yeah, I think we have to do it next week because tomorrow's the Oscars.
The Oscars, yeah, we got to do the Oscars. There's going to be another 8 to 12 hour long episode of Survivor. Maybe we'll do an episode of Survivor that's the full length of just real time from Tribal council to tribal council.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot to talk about next week.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
You
think if
okay?
there's another movie I'm gonna see, but I don't think there is. And all the
There's no
shows are
movies
ending.
coming
Are
up
you gonna
'cause of the
watch The
Oscars.
Regime?
No, but I did start watching Shogun, and I'm enjoying it. No,
What's it
no.
on?
Feudal
HBO?
FX, feudal
No.
Japan.
Okay,
Feudal
no.
Japan, they have their different customs there.
Nice. All
And
right.
there's five people trying to be shogun.
Never heard of it, but great.
Yeah.
We'll find something. And guys, spring is just around the corner, which means summer is almost here. So don't worry. BB is on its way.
Oh yeah.
So thank you all for listening. Thanks for, not really sending in any questions or comments, but we understand because we've been off. It's really our own fault. But
Yeah.
thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye, Jeffy.
Bye, Julie.